What's with these stakes? Didn't Donald win the dang bet? Why is he not getting the star he wanted? WTF, you
better honor the trade deal, you two-timing phone.
Clearly you guys are wanting this settled once and for all. And that's exactly what's going to happen. Before we begin though, in case some of you aren't caught up to recent events on the channel, I am here to give you all a rundown of what has brought us all to this crucial episode of GM Mode. You could very well say things began to escalate during the first episode of George's Universe Mode. The Rock laid the smackdown on Obama at the end of episode 1, right after the former president defeated both Donald and Joe in a triple threat match, to become the first ever $1 million champion on the channel.
Now go home and smoke some more crack.
It was soon announced after that Barack and Mr. Johnson would square off in an ambulance match for the gold. Donald knew that neither him, Barack, or Joe could beat The Rock fairly in one-on-one competition. And so to make sure the presidents would keep hold of the title, Donald gave Saul Goodman a generous sum of $1 million to create an ironclad contract for a $1 million title shot.
But to answer your question, this contract is as ironclad as it comes. I've been working on this ever since you brought the thought to my attention a couple of weeks ago.
So absolutely no appeals can be made?
Well, I mean, good lawyers can always find a way to appeal something. It's just a shame that none of them are as good as me.
He would use this right after The Rock had thrown Obama into that previously mentioned ambulance, thus stopping the quote-unquote final boss from taking complete control of the universe mode.
What in the hell? Get that graphic off the screen. This is not a damn title match.
Oh, I beg to differ, Rock. I just got a text from the one Saul Goodman telling me to leave the legal issues to the contract inside that briefcase. Something tells me Donald is initiating his contingency plan that he's been teasing us.
The definition of pay to win here, ladies and gentlemen.
Since then, I have made sure to strip The Rock of his final boss powers to stop this from ever happening again. Now, Mr. Johnson's part in this story is over. I imagine he'll be going after the tribal chief, but that can be saved for the next episode of Universe Mode. The story now fully focuses on the three presidents. Ever since the ambulance match events, Donald has become increasingly more difficult to deal with. His ego has hit an all-time high and continues to rise the longer he holds onto the gold.
You have the audacity to call my rivalries out when you're signing her of all people?
Something $1 million champion. Until I lose this title, you will never be able to make a comeback against me.
It also doesn't help that all three of the presidents are ready to blow their fuses off.
What the hell do you mean? You're getting a title shot at capital punishment.
I mean exactly what I said, Donald. Did you seriously not think we'd be annoyed with how badly your ego has gotten since you won that $1 million championship? It's destroying the man I once called a friend and turning him into a monster that I can't even recognize anymore. And it's something George agrees with. So he's booked you and Obama to clash for the gold in the main event for his capital punishment show. He was going to announce it in the next episode of Universe Mode.
So you've both known about this. When the hell was this decision made?
When we were at George's ranch?
He stocked his fridge as a distraction, so the three of you could plot behind my back.
And I'm sure we'll see this in full effect in the coming videos. When Donald takes on Joe in the next Universe Mode episode, before defending his title against Barack at capital punishment. But as for today, a bet will finally be settled. If Obama can't get a 5-star rating with his latest Vortex rivalry, Donald will not only gain one of his stars, but both Barack and Joe will be forced to release their best stars from their rosters, which could be bad for Joe's case, as it could very well be the end of Theory doing it like the best that it's obvious. A high-stake bet that is about to be put to rest once and for all. We hope you enjoy episode 9 of GM Mode, folks. And if you do, don't be afraid to click that subscribe button and like the video if you want to see more content from us.
It's actually kind of fitting that I'm starting things with an email from Vortex here, considering that I'm once again relying on her to lead me to victory. And by victory, I mean winning this bet with Donald. He needs an attitude adjustment given to him badly. And this will be the start of that, followed by both me and Joe beating him in the next couple Universe Mode episodes. Vortex will actually be kicking off our FASTLANE event by taking on Becky Lynch for the Women's Championship. And to try and help my chances of getting a 5-star match here, we're going to make this a submission match. Seeing as this is Becky's specialty match, we should hopefully get a match rating boost here, which we need as this rivalry is not at max level. So I'm going to have to get on my Drew grind here and pray and hope that this bet will go my way. But we should be in for a good night of action here. Braun and Santos are going to be main eventing and ending their hot potato championship feud. Dominic and Mello are also going to be finishing their rivalry off too. So hopefully we should get a good match rating from them since they have a level 4 rivalry cooking. Also, our Intercontinental Champion JD is back from injury. Now, why is he in a triple threat with Angelo and Dawkins, who are currently feuding with each other? Well, he's going to be putting his title on the line against both of them.
Hold up. Wait
Wait a minute, something ain't right. Liar!
Honestly, though, I'm not too fussed about how my show does. I know I was making a case on the importance of trying to get away from Donald and Joe in the ratings, but this bet I have with Trump is far more vital.
By Montel, I just don't care. You too, Seth, because let's be frank, you were gonna probably quit on me soon anyway. Oh my God, guys, look at this. Valor is finally gone. And you know what? I just figured out what was happening. It wasn't the American government trying to screw me in the game after all. It was just the creator's friend game producer, Six, doing that to me for the fun of it. Because he's Irish just like that idiot Finn, so screw you for that GP. So with Finn gone, I once again was given extra funding from him terminating his contract, which we can now use to buy a couple of new stars to fill the void. Through some talent scouting, I got some decent picks in the form of the Big Red Machine Kane, as well as my best friend in the whole world, Logan Paul. Two fellow champions on the same page. With me, of course, being the $1 million champion after all, which will not end after capital punishment, by the way. But before I beat Barack in the ring, I get to beat him again in GM mode betting. Everything is coming along the Donald way here, ladies and gentlemen, as it always should go, just like it will when I become president again. Fake federal charges be damned. So how's my FASTLANE show gonna go? Well, since it's Seth's last appearance for us, I figured I could give him a final big-time match. Because I will admit I've not used him the way a star like him should be used. He'll be in the main event battling for the World Championship against Gunther and Cody Rhodes. Our new signing, Logan Paul, is gonna fight Big E, whilst our other signing, Kane, is gonna start a feud with Damian Priest. And if he can win the United States title here, it may just very well strengthen his and Kane's future rivalry.
Hold up. Wait a minute, something ain't right. Liar!
Let's get this show on the road then, boys. It doesn't matter how good Sleepy Joe's show is, because I guarantee you it won't be as good as mine.
Oh no, I think Tegan has played me here. I just gave her a bonus last week for crying out loud. This push that I have planned for her better be worth it after this increased inflation. Reminds me of my presidency. I really need to stop napping during meetings concerning this. So listen, Knight, you should know the drill by now. You've had your fun as the top guy of the brand, but now it's time to solidify my darling Theory's reign by giving him a fixed match card. I won't forget what you've done here for me, Knight. I guarantee that I'll be making you the NXT North American Champion once this is done. I'm quite confident with the show that I have created here. It is my job as the president, after all, to create the best match cards. Knight will do the job one more time for my darling Theory. But whilst that happens, Tegan Knox and Io Sky are going to finish off their heated rivalry. And what better way to do that than seeing the two duke it out inside of a steel cage? Jimmy and Johnny are also going to finish things off with each other, as the two collide in what should be an intense last man standing match. Honestly, I'll be very surprised if I finish last here. But I think we all know the main situation here. I need Barack to come through for me and win this bet with Donald. Otherwise, we may be seeing the last of my darling Theory heading to the top, and it's not a surprise. Oh God.
Oh no.
Oh hell yes, let's go.
Now hold up. Wait a minute. My rivalry wasn't at level 4, so in that sense, it's an unfair conclusion.
Oh, just knock it off, already
Wait,
buried.
what the hell, Joe?
Look, I don't like the result either. I mean, I could very well lose my darling Theory because of this. But I'm just sick of all this bet nonsense, just like most of the fans watching are sick of it too. I just want to move on from this. Donald, congratulations on your victory.
You'll be saying that exact same sentence at the end of the year too.
Oh, come on, Donald.
What do you mean? You both went behind my back to plot against me. Look, I know I've been plenty more egotistical since I won the $1 million championship. But can you blame me? Can the two of you really say you wouldn't be acting the same way if you were a champion?
I literally just became the $5 champion, Donald.
Okay, but that's still not the top prize in George's universe mode, is it? I'm the main man of the show, and I'll prove that fact when I beat your ass in our match in the next universe mode episode. Braun getting injured there is a bit of a damper, but collateral is always expected.
Whatever, Donald. Just tell me who you want from my brand already.
You're not going to make me rush this decision, Obama. I will make my choice when we get to the trade selection screen. Yes, there goes my bestie winning on his debut.
So because you appeared on his podcast, you're now best friends? What if Joe takes up Logan's offer to be in it too? Does he become Logan's friend as well?
Why would anyone want to be friends with the worst president in history?
I am suffering from so much emotional damage right now.
Oh God, Joe. Donald, please take things a little easier on him. He's not in a good state at the moment.
Okay. Maybe I did go a little too hard on him just then.
Nothing a little Theory magic can't fix,
That's
though.
you more or less confirming you used a fixed match card on him then. It would be a shame if Theory is the one you have to release, wouldn't it,
Donald,
Joe?
knock it off.
Right. Someone's going to need to explain to me how you're first Obama.
That would be because of the Hall of Fame trophies. To be honest, I think it's clear that none of us were trying to earn any of them. But hey, it's another ticket towards my victory, so I'll take it.
Yeah, speaking of victory, it's time to pay up Barry. It's trade time.
Fine. Who do you want?
I don't really think it takes a genius to figure out Barack. I want your most popular star. So who is it?
That would be Angelo Dawkins.
Angelo?
Hey, put some respect on Angelo's name.
I meant nothing by it. I'm just surprised is all. But I'll gladly take that 79 popularity.
For the love of God.
Also, you need to release Santos too.
Why do I have to do that?
Because the parameters of the bet that we agreed to last episode indicate that you and Joe now have to release your most popular star. But that comes after our original bet was dealt with. So in essence, Barack, screw you.
Oh no, screw. You, Donald. I swear to God, I'm getting that title off your tan hands.
Whatever. Just remember to release Santos in the next episode. You as well, Joe. You have to release Nakamura.
Could have been worse for me. I'm just glad it's not my darling Theory. But Donald, can't you see what your ego has done? You've potentially inflicted unfixable damage to our friendship. I promise you, Donald, when we meet in the next Universe Mode episode, I'm knocking that ego right out of you.
Big talk for an 80-year-old fossil. I'll be seeing you in the ring very soon, Joe.